Hello and welcome to your 60-minute Vinyasa yoga class. Today we're going to be flowing to wake ourselves up. It's going to be an exciting day. I look forward to working with you. We're going to begin by sitting in an easy pose. You can remain seated on the ground here if you'd like to be on your knees instead. If you'd like to place a block under your bottom here for a little extra lift. If you got tight hips, please feel free. I want you to find what's comfortable for you. We're going to start with 5 minutes of meditation or journaling, whichever is your preference, or you can do both. Pardon me. So whenever you're ready, you can start journaling away. You can close your eyes, practice some meditations, and trust that I will guide you back here in about 5 minutes. Got 30 more seconds left. When you're ready, you can rejoin us here on the mat. You're going to find yourself again in that easy pose at a nice seated position. We're going to go ahead and take a mudra, bringing your thumb and your index finger together for both hands, flipping those hands up, resting them right there on the top of your knees, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, pausing at the top of your breath for 1, 2, and exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Inhale again, pause, and exhale. If you'd like to flutter the eyes closed, feel free. I want you to listen to your body as you inhale, pausing at the top of your breath, and exhale. Continue for 3 more cycles of breath. Your next exhale, you can go ahead and release that mudra. If you are seated on a block or up on your knees, you can make your way down to your bottom here. And you're going to sit with your legs wide. I don't know why I put the blocks away. Grab your blocks again. It's been one of those days, y'all. All right. So you go ahead and grab that block here. And maybe you need to, which is fine. Stack them up if you want to, but I want you to start to lean forward, and maybe you can only go to here, and if that's fine, stack those blocks up nice and tall, rest that forehead on top. I want you to find a height of blocks that works for you in your forward fold, wide-legged position here to rest your forehead on. Again, it's a rounded back. You're just relaxing here. You can go all the way down to the ground without blocks. That's wonderful. I want you to find what feels good in your practice today. When you're ready, you're going to inhale and you're going to lift that chest up, finding like kind of a halfway lift, like you're peering over your blocks. The nice lifted chest here, you're peering over into a nice reflective pool. And your arms are resting here on your feet, but you're not like pulling yourself down. They're just resting on your legs. If you feel like you're going to pull yourself, you can remain your hands right in front of you. Whichever is most comfortable for you, that halfway lift. And go ahead and relax, bringing that forehead back down to the blocks. Inhale, finding that halfway lift again, peering over your blocks like you're peering into a pool in front of you, but you don't want to fall in. And sit up nice and tall. Great job. You're going to inhale, bring those arms overhead, Exhale as you reach over to your right. Again, you can fold over if you want to grab a block to rest your elbows on here. That's fine. If you need one, just relaxing into the position. Inhaling those arms back up. If you need to, take your blocks with you. Moving over to the left this time. Again, you can rest those arms on your leg if you would like. Just don't crank yourself down here. Inhale, blocks up if you got them. You're going to bring your legs together into a staff position. Reset those ground bones, those sit bones if you need to where you're grounded into the earth. And you're going to forward fold. And again, you can bring those blocks down here to your side, rest your elbows on them. You can even stack them on top of your legs if you want to. Rest your forehead on them. Find what feels comfortable in your practice today. It's working for you. Nice soft fold over the legs here. All right. When you're ready, you're going to inhale, sit up nice and tall. This time you're going to reach with your chest towards your toes. Again, like you're peering over. If you got to sit those blocks back on you for a visual, like you're peering over the blocks, trying to keep that chest lifted and reaching forward. Go ahead and do that. It's kind of like when you're in a forward fold standing and this is your inhale for your half lift. It's kind of what you're doing here. All right, relax. Let it round out. Inhaling again, reaching forward with that chest like you're peering over into the pool, like that half lift. And sit up nice and tall. This time I want you to reach your left hand to the outside of your right knee or your block here. Take that right hand, extend it back behind you. Go ahead and give yourself a twist. Open that chest up to the side here. Gentle twist. As you exhale, see if you can deepen that twist. All right, go ahead and switch sides here. Move around to your left. Nice gentle twist. Waking that body up. Cycle of breath. Excellent job. Release to center. This time I want you to sit up nice and tall. I want you to bring that left leg into your center line here. So one leg in, one leg out. Go ahead and lean forward over those blocks, rounding through the spine, finding length in that right leg. Now when you do this, oftentimes, and I do it for sure, you end up extending this right leg forward. I want you to take that right hip crease and peel it back so your hips are more in line with each other instead of one being like a little bit more forward than the other. You're still rounding down through that spine, but you're pulling that right hip crease back. If it helps to be more active in the toes, do that. John, I don't know if you guys can see, but my cat is getting ready to jump up on my table where the phone is. He's going to knock the whole thing off. All right, inhale, bring it up. I want you to take that right leg, rotate it a little bit out to the side. Find where your side position feels. Maybe it's 45, maybe you only moved it, 10 degrees. Wherever it feels comfortable for you, take that left leg, tuck it in there, and lean yourself over, to the right side. So you just basically move from a staff to like a wide leg, but only on the right leg. Slowly waking those leg muscles up today. Go ahead and slowly raise yourself back up. Extend that left leg out in front of you. Bring that right leg into the midline here. Tucking it in nice and tight. Now, if your leg doesn't go all the way in because your body is like, nah, we're not doing that, and your leg's like up here, that's fine. It doesn't have to look like me, it just has to feel good for you. So go ahead and fold right on over to wherever feels good for you. Again, drawing that left hip crease back. If your hips have tried to open up, draw that left hip crease back. Up, rotate that left leg out to the side to wherever feels comfortable for you. Draw that right leg in to where it feels good. Find what feels good in your body, and when you're ready, lean yourself over to the left. Again, you basically moved from a staff, which is right out in front of you, to a wide leg. All right, go ahead and inhale yourself back up. Make your way to a tabletop position here. Slowly but surely. Oh. Making sure that those knees are just directly here under the hips. Wrists are stacked in line with the shoulders. Nice wide base for your hands. Nice comfortable tabletop. Maybe you wiggle your hips back and forth, right to left, draw them in a circle, move like you, finding a nice gentle movement to start to wake the body up. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale, drop that belly, push that chest open here, lifting your gaze up in front of you. As you exhale, rounding through the spine, push, push, pushing away from the earth. Inhale, drop the belly for your cow. And exhale, round through that spine for your cat. One more time. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, round through the spine. Inhale as you come back to a nice neutral tabletop position. I want you to take your knees as wide as your mat or less, depending on what your comfort level is. Bringing those big toes together, pushing yourself back into a child's pose. When you're ready, you're going to start to sink that forehead down to the earth. Now you can remain here with your arms extended out in front of you. If you are looking for a little more flexibility, you can draw those elbows in much closer to your ears and bring your hands up into a prayer position. If this is too much for you, please back out of the position. Remain with your arms flat on the ground. If you need some extra lift because your hips are super tight, bring your forehead to a block. That's perfectly acceptable. Finding what feels good in your body, reaching your level of comfort for today. When you're ready, if your arms are up, you're going to go ahead and bring them down to the earth and slowly start to push yourself back up, making your way, into a tabletop position. When you're ready, you're going to flip those toes over. You're going to send the hips up and then back. Draco move. Finding yourself and then your first downward dog of the day. And if you need to walk your dog a little bit, please feel free. Take any kind of free movement here that you need. Finding what feels good in your body. Maybe you slept a little hard on the left side or the right side. Need a little extra stretch there. Go ahead and take your time to do that now. Finding stillness when you're ready. And you're going to make your way to the top of your mat, finding yourself in that forward folded position. Really soften the knees here to where your chest is coming down and meeting your thighs. Find a nice relaxed position to your first forward fold to give yourself lots of grace. If you want to, you can cross your arms here and just let the head freely dangle. Close your eyes or keep them open. Listen to what your body wants. Maybe take some gentle movements side to side. Moving like you. You're ready, you can release those arms down to the earth. You're going to inhale, slide the hands up, finding that halfway lift. And you're going to exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, send the arms up overhead. And exhaling, I want you to cactus the arms open, really open that chest up towards the front of your mat, sending your gaze slightly up towards the sky. Holding there, you got this. Excellent job, go ahead and bring your hands down, finding a nice tall mountain pose. You're still active in this position. Nice, strong, active legs, active core. When you're ready, we're going to do our first sun salutation for the day. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, fold it over. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, fold. Placing your hands on the earth as you inhale, stepping it back into plank. Exhale, shift forward, lower down through chaturanga. Inhaling for baby cobra. And then exhale as you make your way into downward facing dog. Inhaling, stepping up towards the top of your mat, nice and slow. Exhaling. Inhaling for half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, cactus those arms open. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, hands down into mountain. One more time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale for that half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step it back into plank. Exhale as you shift forward, lower down through chaturanga. You can inhale, finding baby cobra or cobra. Exhale as you flip yourself over here into a downward facing dog. Inhaling as you make your way to the top of the mat. Exhale, grounding and finding that forward folded position. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, open it up. Inhale up. Exhale down into mountain pose. Excellent job. Moving to our first sequence for the day, finding a humble warrior. We're going to inhale, root to rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, shift forward. Lower down through chaturanga. Finding cobra. Inhaling to flip your dog here. Listen closely as you inhale, bring your right leg forward, stepping it in between your hands. Inhaling yourself up into a crescent lunge. Draco, stop. Exhale, lower down. Sorry, we have neighbors. Step yourself back into plank and inhale that left leg forward. When you're ready, raise on up. And lower back down to the earth. Bringing yourself back into plank as you then step your way to the top of your mat, finding that half fold, forward fold. Inhaling for your half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, open the arms, cactus the arms open. Inhale, lift up. Go ahead and fold yourself right on over. Inhaling for that half lift. Exhaling, fold. Go ahead and step back into plank. As you shift forward and lower down through chaturanga, this time finding either cobra or upward facing dog. Flip the dog. This time you're going to inhale, bring your left foot forward. As you rise yourself up into a crescent lunge. And exhale, bring it down. Go ahead and step back into plank. And then bring your right foot forward. As you inhale, bring yourself back up into that crescent lunge again. Fold it on down. This time you're going to step both feet together at the top of your mat. Finding that forward fold. Inhaling for that half lift. Notice how you found some extra length here. It's quite nice. Go ahead and fold right on over. Inhaling, root to rise. Give yourself a little back bend here. Not much. Protect that low back. Cactus the arms open as you exhale, lifting the heart forward. This time lower your hands down for your warrior position. Mountain position. I am tongue-tied today. All right. You're going to inhale, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold. You're going to go ahead and step that back into plank. Pardon me. Listen closely here. As you inhale, bring that right leg forward, plant it in between your hands, coming into a lunge. Pause here for just a second. Check your balance. Moving into these lunge type positions, a lot of times when we first begin, we tend to keep everything really on a really narrow line. So if you need to, kind of bring that, widen your base a little bit. I don't know if you can see what I did there. So a lot of people tend to be here. See how my legs are very narrow? I encourage you to walk your feet out a little bit, with a little wider base. That feels more comfortable in your body and gives you more balance. That's what I want you to do for these. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, coming up into a crescent lunge. When you're here, I want you to take that right hip crease, really draw it back. You're bringing the navel in here, but you notice when I drew my right hip crease back, you see how far my knee came behind my leg, behind my ankle there? That tells me that this stance is too big. I need to narrow my stance because I need that knee to stay over that ankle when I draw that hip crease back. Hips are facing forward towards the front of the mat. Arms are overhead. Now, when you're ready, you're going to extend yourself into Warrior Two. So to do that, you're rotating this back leg here. It doesn't have to be parallel with the back of the mat if that doesn't feel good with your hips. You're just rotating it and planting it. Mine's kind of a little off center of the front half of my mat. But notice how my knee is still over my ankle. Pardon me. And from crescent lunge, you went from here to just rotating your rib cage. It's literally all you did. extend your arms out, finding warrior two. Holding here. Warming those muscles up, feeling the burn. All right, when you're ready, you're gonna inhale. Send the arm up, reaching back with the back hand here. Oh, reversing that warrior, feeling that stretch. And when you're ready, you're gonna come down into a side angle. Place the forearm on that top of that thigh here. Swinging the arms around, finding a nice extended side angle. And again, if looking to the side here or looking up doesn't work for your balance and you need to look down, that's perfectly acceptable. You should find what feels good in your body. Holding and extending to that side body. Excellent job. You're going to go ahead and come right back up into warrior two. When you're ready, you're going to transition into warrior one. To do that, your feet stay the exact same, but you're twisting from that middle spine here, from that thoracic spine, face the front of your mat, and bringing those arms, pardon me, ooh, overhead. Now for this one, I need to shorten my stance a little bit. I already know that just based on how my body moves, so if you need to make some adjustments, please feel free to do so. But that foot is still planted towards the angle of your mat, it's not facing forward. Okay, so from here, you're gonna take and bring those arms down behind your back. You can interlace your hands here. If you can't reach here, you can grab like a towel to kind of extend those arms behind your back. But you're gonna take and kind of drive them down your tailbone. Open that chest up towards the front of your body as much as you can. And when you're ready, you're gonna start to lean forward. You're peering over that toe as you're able. If you're able, don't push yourself. If it doesn't feel comfortable, you can lift those arms. And for me, that's not feeling good, so I need to get some space here. There we go. Lift those arms up. Bring into that humble warrior position. And again, notice when I started to lift, that did not feel good for me and my shoulders, and I said, nope. That's what I want you to do. If it doesn't feel good, back off. Go grab a prop, a towel, to help find some space here. Excellent. Go ahead and release that humble warrior. Now let your arms dangle down if you need to. As you stand back up, shake it out if you need to. This time I want you to take that back foot, turn it to face the front of the mat. You're coming into a crescent lunge position here. Standing up overhead. Go ahead and fold yourself over, planting your hands on either side of that front foot. Go ahead and step the back foot back if you need to, coming into a low lunge position. If you need to, go ahead and drop the back knee. That's perfectly acceptable. We've been in that lunge position for a long time. When you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and inhale the right arm up to the sky, finding a nice gentle twist. Just waking up that side body a little more. Go ahead and exhale, bring it back down. Planting it on the outside of the right foot. Inhaling this time your left arm up. Finding a nice long extension between each of the hands here. And again, if you need to drop that back knee because this feels more comfortable, feel free. Also, when you're doing this, if you notice that your arms are like only come into here, that's fine. You just haven't reached that full level of range of motion flexibility, and that's all right. It'll come with time. Give yourself grace in that. Go ahead and bring that left arm down again, framing, that right foot. Go ahead and step back into plank. Shift forward, lower down to chaturanga, finding cobra or upward facing dog. Flip that dog for your down dog. Make your way to the top of the mat here. That forward fold, inhale, big overhead reach. And exhale, hands to heart center. And we're gonna switch to the other side. So you're gonna inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, fold yourself down. Go ahead and step yourself back into plank. Ask your dog to get out of your way. Or not, she's not gonna move. And when you're ready, there we go. We're gonna bring that left leg forward this time. Plant it in between your hands. Finding that lunge, nice low lunge here. Play with it a little bit. If you're body feels funny, if you need to widen your base a little bit, finding space. And by the way, if this low lunge doesn't work for you, most certainly grab yourself some blocks, raise yourself up a little bit. I want you to find what feels good in your body and what works for you. And when you're ready, we're going to raise ourselves up into a crescent lunge. Make any kind of adjustments that you need to. Breathing like you. Remember, hips are facing the front of the mat here. That knee should still be stacked over the ankle in the front. When you're ready, you're going to rotate that back foot and plant it, opening yourself up into a warrior two position. Checking that alignment, watching those hips. You guys are doing an excellent job feeling that burn. When you're ready, you're going to go ahead and reverse your warrior. Sending your arm up to the sky, the other one finding the back of your leg here. Still keep those low ribs pulled in. Don't want any strain or stress in your low back. When you're ready, we're going to move into that side angled position. Forearm meeting the top of the leg. Right arm swinging around, opening up to the side here, really stretching that side body. Strong, active legs. Wonderful job bringing yourself back up into warrior two. We're going to move into a warrior one position. Again, you're taking that middle spine. That's all you're doing. Twisting here, sending the arms up overhead. That's warrior one. You need to shorten this loop a little bit. Make any kind of adjustments as you're moving along here. All right, when you're ready, I'm going to go ahead and just get my thing now. Send those hands down the back body. Opening up the chest here. And if bending forward to do humble warrior in that like inverted position, if that doesn't feel good for your body, if that makes you feel off balance or just not well, then please, by all means, stay right here. This is still an excellent position for your body to warm up in. My legs are burning. And if you're ready, you can go ahead and start to peer yourself over and extend those arms up here. Finding length here in the arms. Finding your humble warrior. Feeling the burn. Waking up this morning. So proud of you guys. Go ahead and release that. Let those arms hang down. Give them a little shake if you need to. When you're ready, you're going to turn that back leg, coming into that crescent lunge. And the arms up overhead. Drawing the low ribs in, pulling that left hip crease back to kind of keep those hips even and in line here. Lower yourself down here, coming into that low lunge. Again, making any kind of adjustments along the way that you need to. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale, send that left arm up to the sky, getting a nice twist here. And bring it back down to the earth. When you're ready, inhale, take it to the other side. I have an ant crawling on my foot, sorry. That tickles way too much. All right, and then exhale, bring it back down. Go ahead and step it back into your plank, tipping forward, lowering down through your chaturanga and your upward facing dog or cobra. Flipping that dog right on over. Nice big stretch. Making your way to the top of the mat here. Inhaling for a half lift. Exhaling, hold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Just pause here and appreciate your body, all the work that it's been doing, warming itself up for the day, getting ready to embrace the challenges of the day. Moving through our final sequence for the day, I want you to go ahead and bring yourself to a seat on your mat. Keep your blocks close by. Give me that comfortable seat. Go ahead and move yourself around for any kind of free movement that you need, just to wiggle out all the morning sleepies here. And when you're ready, pardon me, you're going to send your left leg out long. You're going to cross the right leg over it. Sit up nice and tall. If you're able, you can take your left leg and send it around behind you. So you got a nice little twist here on the bottom. If this is very challenging for you, if you need some extra lift, certainly take that block, place it under your bottom, find that extra lift, that extra space there that you need. If your hips are really tight, this is a very challenging position, so please give yourself grace and use that block if you need to. I'm gonna wiggle myself back down here to the bottom, and when you're ready, you're gonna take that left elbow, place it on the outside of your right knee, place that right hand behind you, start to twist yourself around. We've been warming up to this, taking that flat hand, coming into half Lord of the Fishes. Excellent job here. Give yourself lots of grace in this position. If you're here and this feels really stressful in your body, come out of it. Relax out of it, and then try to ease yourself back into it. Don't push yourself too much. You don't want to strain any kind of muscles. One more cycle of breath. All right, go ahead and release. Unfold the legs. Send them out long in front of you. Give yourself some little wiggles here. Wake them up. And when you're ready, take that left leg, cross it over the right. Take the right leg, tuck it up underneath you here. Planting that left leg on the floor. And again, maybe this side's more tight than the other side. If that's the case, grab a block, sit on it. Tuck it underneath that bottom there. Give yourself that extra space, that extra lift to ease yourself into the position. And when you're ready, right elbow outside of the left leg here. And twist yourself right on around. Again, flat hand going into that, pardon me, half Lord of the Fishes. One more cycle of breath here. Excellent. Go ahead and unwind. Give yourself some wiggles. You're going to bring yourself into a bound ankle pose. And you're bringing both of those, oh boy, feet together. It's known as a cobbler's pose. Rock it out here, side to side. You can bring your feet in super close or more out in front of you. I want you to find what feels good, where your hips feel good. Maybe you flap your little butterfly wings here. Just relax into it. Go ahead and grab those blocks if you want. When you're ready, we're going to fold ourselves right on over our legs here. And again, create some more space. Your head down to a block. Please feel free to do that. I don't want to feel stress or strain here in the hips. It's a nice gentle relaxation into the pose. And it's okay if you're way up here like me. It's perfectly fine. Just means you got some tight hips. And much sitting as a lot of us do in our jobs and society and stuff that we work in. It's kind of normal. So it's perfectly fine if you're way up top here. One more cycle of breath here. Alright, go ahead and sit up. Send those legs out long. Again, wiggle them. Give yourself some waking up here. We're going to come into a cow face position. So I want you to take one leg. I'm going to use my right. Start, bring it up and over the top here, and I'm going to take my left leg, tuck it underneath me like we did before, but this time I'm trying to marry my knees together. Now my hips are pretty tight in this position, so if this feels really uncomfortable, like I could probably get these a little closer together, take that block, sit on it. See how much closer my knees are together? So much less pressure in my hips there. So I gotta do some adjustments here. There's my cow face pose. I gave myself that extra lift that I needed in the back with my prop to ease myself into this position. And I needed that. I needed that little extra level of grace here. That's your legs here. Excuse me. So for your arms, just send those arms up overhead. We're gonna start by stretching the triceps here. When you're doing this, don't crank down on your head. You're just stretching here, back of the arm. Send them up. Stretch the other side. All right, send them up. All right, now, for this next part, I'm going to show you how to do the hands in the back. It's a huge level range of motion flexibility thing, so if you're not there, it's fine. Grab a towel, grab a strap, grab a t-shirt, anything that you can grab to really like find the space that you need in the arms. I'm going to spin around so you can see what it looks like from the back. Get myself back in position here on my little block. Alright, so you're going to extend that right arm up. Sorry, I'm trying to find my comfortable seat here. Send that right arm up overhead. Left arm's going to come down behind you. You're going to bring the left arm up and into your middle of your back. And again, for a lot of people, this is not possible, right? This is hard. And you're stretching that tricep down, trying to bring those hands together. And again, if you can't reach, grab yourself something that helps you make that extension. See? And then you can kind of start to walk the hands towards each other. But when you're doing this, you still need your chest to be very upright. You still need to be very open in the front of your chest. I don't want to, pardon me, see you collapsing down into your chest. Got to reposition my legs again, sorry. There we go. So your chest is still very open when you're doing that. Send that gaze forward. Don't collapse down, round down. Open it up. That's why I say if you need props to get yourself into a position, use them. That's what they're there for. Ease yourself into the practice. Whenever you're ready, you can release the arms. Go ahead and release the legs. Take a little wiggle here if you need to. And we're going to go ahead and reverse the legs. So if you had your right leg on top, you're going to put it on the bottom this time. Cross your left leg over. And maybe this side isn't as tight. Maybe you can remove the block for this one. Maybe for this side it's more tight, so you need the block. So I want you to play with it. Find what feels comfortable here. Once you get your legs set, relax into the position a little bit. Pardon me. We're going to do the arms again. This will be waking up, not yawning, right? Sending that left arm up overhead, right arm out to the side. Bringing the right arm up as you bend the left arm back, reaching for either your hands or if you have a towel, t-shirt, whatever object you need. Try to get those hands in line with each other, lifting that chest. Excuse me, opening up here. Protecting that low back. Don't relax your belly muscles here. Keep your abdomen tight. Training that core. Relax the arms. When you're ready, you can unfold your legs here. You guys had a wonderful, energizing practice. Oof. Come off your block. We're going to make our way onto our back here. Moving like you. Rolling down the spine. Bringing those knees into the chest. Gentle movement. It feels good for you. Maybe you rock back and forth, swivel the hips, the knees. Whenever you're ready, you're gonna inhale, take a nice long full body stretch, stretching out as far as you can from your toes to your fingers. Relaxing, bringing the arms down, one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly here. Kind of bringing those toes in a little more narrow where they can touch. You're going to do some toe tapping. And what that is you're simply tapping your toes together. You got to find a comfortable position that works for you. You're just going to rock those legs back and forth. Tap your toes. Relaxing into the moment. You're going to let those feet just fall up into the side, finding your Shavasana. We're going to remain in Shavasana for about 5 minutes. If you need to make any adjustments to become more comfortable in that position, please feel free to do so at this time. And trust that I will guide you out in 5 minutes. yourself back into the moment, wiggling your toes and your fingers, your ankles and your wrists, your arms and your legs as you flutter your eyes open. Take some nice gentle movements here as you roll yourself onto your side. Oof. And bring yourself up to a nice seated position. When you're ready, you're going to bring your hands up to your third eye. Say to yourself, I'm awake. I see you. I am ready to conquer the day. Have a great day, everyone. We look forward to seeing you next time.